Off we go. Hi, I'm here with JD and Susan, and they are with Faith Mission. And what I've asked of them is to kind of give us an overview of what Faith Mission does. Faith Mission, consider it like the umbrella entity, and underneath that they do a lot of good things to help people. So tell me a little bit about Faith Mission.
Well, we're in the 40th year of Faith Mission from its beginning. It was started with the local ministerial association here in this community, and with the idea in mind of collaborating together in a way that they could help people and be more efficient in doing it. And so Faith Mission over the years has become an extension of the local churches, number one, and we work with the churches very closely. When someone comes into their office and needs help, they may not have the resources, they may not have the personnel, whatever, but they can use Faith Mission as an extension of their church in the service area and refer people to us. So we get a lot of clients that way. The other thing is we become well known in the community, so we have a lot of people coming directly to us. The services we provide has grown over the years. It was very limited in the beginning because of resources and that type of thing, but it has developed, and we basically have grown from one service to another whenever we, in the process of trying to help people, we ran into brick walls where we needed something else, or they needed something else, and it was not available. So we would begin to look around if it was a fairly common thing and see if what we could do to provide that service. So
we're here at the cannery. Is that how the cannery came about?
That's how the cannery came about, yes. We began as a homeless shelter, very small, and providing some resources. Now we have grown to a staff of, we employ something like 55 people on a full-time basis, and we have many volunteers in addition to that. So on any given day, we've got probably 60 to 75 people on the ground doing work for Faith Mission. Now, a lot of that we've learned over the years, the services we've developed. We needed funding. So one of the places where we went for funding was to develop a thrift operation. So
Higgins Branch.
Higgins Branch.
And is that named after the creek? Is that where that came from?
That's correct. The original Higgins Branch operation was on the edge of Higgins Branch, the creek.
Right.
And so
I was just there. It'll be in the video. That was Higgins Branch North, where I donated the bicycle.
That is correct. That has turned into a major enterprise for Faith Mission. But as we do in almost everything, we try to utilize what we do in different ways. So Higgins Branch, as an example, is a major fundraiser for Faith Mission. But it's not just a business. It is also a tool that we use where we have something like 25 to 30 people every day that are in our work program that are hired because they have special needs in the workplace, and we employ them at that facility so that we can work with them and get to know them and be.
So they do the sorting, and like if a bicycle comes in and it has flat tires and needs the chain oiled and get it ready to sell, or everything is not sold, correct, through Higgins Branch. Many things are sent to overseas and lots of places.
That's right. We serve many areas as a result of Higgins Branch. But as I said, it serves multiple purposes.
Yeah.
So we learned, I was telling someone yesterday, when I got here, I came out of the business world, and I had a tendency to separate the business side from the service side. And I learned after a while, and some of my people that work with me would begin to tell me how much more effective we were when we had the people we were trying to serve actually working with us every day.
Right.
And we were out on the job with them, and we were sharing stories, and we got to know each other well. And it's just a level of being able to
I can
serve
see where
someone
that
much
face-to-face mentoring
Yes.
would be very beneficial.
very
Plus,
powerful.
I hate to say it, but it helps you ensure that that person is not abusing your generosity and not doing the things they should be doing when they're not in your presence.
That's correct.
So that's a win-win right there.
Right.
It's a ministry. It's a ministry also.
Today we offer a wide range of services, everything from a homeless shelter to, like I said, jobs, job training. We have training sessions here in this facility, the Cannery Kitchen, every morning of the week. Everybody that works in our programs and anybody from the community is welcome to come here for a free breakfast, but it's also a training meeting. And it's typically something like 45 minutes long, and it involves both instruction regarding how to get along on a job, how to develop a job, your responsibilities as an employee, all of these types of things that go into making a good worker. And it's all based biblically because we are a faith-based operation. Mm-hmm. So we lovingly say our work manual is the Bible. Mm-hmm. And we go to that to relate to the individuals and to the workplace with regard to what our responsibilities should be there.
Okay. I don't know how you could do what you're trying to do any better from what I see and the reputation you people have around Brenham. But let's kind of encapsulate this now. You have Faith Mission, and then we talked about Higgins Branch, where it's sort of like Goodwill, right? People donate things. Some of them you sell, where you can use those funds to help people in your programs. Mm-hmm. Some things you just donate, send to
right.
people that need them, wherever that might be. That's not
yes.
just around Brenham, right? And you have the job training, and now the cannery. We're sitting at a table at the cannery. Can anybody come eat at the cannery?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
And
it's operated as a restaurant, a working restaurant, which also gives us another avenue for training.
Yeah.
It is our training center. We have classrooms set up in this facility, and we're meeting in here and training all during the week. And it also serves as the emergency volunteer disaster center for the county.
I see.
And we work with the county government and the city government in that process.
Y'all fixed it up very nice. It's a beautiful building. I'll probably get a little pan of this after we're done here. But let's say somebody walks in that door and they have no money and they're hungry. You're saying you'll feed them.
We feed anybody that's hungry.
Right. But if somebody has a job and they make a good living and they want to come here and have lunch, they can buy lunch here.
Absolutely.
Yes. And that helps too, I guess, those funds.
Yes, they help support.
Somebody's got to buy the groceries to make the meals.
We will feed probably this year, we're estimating we'll probably feed something like 20,000 free meals, hot meals out of this facility.
That's a wonderful thing.
We also serve a large number of local community groups that come here and use this as their meeting place, and we enjoy serving them as well.
You know, it's wonderful to live in Brenham, a place where you have people like you doing things like this. So we don't have people sleeping on the streets downtown.
Exactly.
Or people injecting drugs into their arm on the street corner and the park benches or things like that. And I think you have a lot to do with that. You know?
Well, we like to think that we're a big influence in that area.
Now, you are.
The other side of that is, we can only help people that want to be helped.
100%.
And some do not, and that's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
But we try to do everyone that we can. Now, we're a little different than a lot of shelters. If you come into our shelter, it doesn't cost you anything. We'll bring you in. We pay the utilities. There's no rent. We'll help you with food.
But somebody,
Everything basically is furnished.
my sister told me that if y'all are helping somebody though, and they show up and they're drunk or obviously high, they're gone. You can't stay
That's
here.
correct.
If you, yeah.
We have rules that we operate under, and you're subject to those rules.
Yeah.
We also expect you to work. If you don't have a job when you get here, we've got a job for you. We'll put you to work.
Yeah.
And if you do have a job, we encourage that. We want you to keep your job and be a good worker. But we also, while you're with us, while we're paying all your bills, you're going to be saving half of what you make on your job. And it's put aside for you whenever you leave here so that you have something to start with.
Foundation. Sounds like a good plan to me.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing you have a lot of success stories out there.
We absolutely
that you're proud
do.
of.
Yes. Absolutely.
And probably some failures.
Yep.
Can't win them all, right? At least you tried.
Now, some of the other things that we do, we provide health services at our health center down the street. It's a separate facility as well.
Didn't know anything about that.
We have,
Are there doctors and nurses there?
we operate the WIC program, if you're familiar with that, and that's for very young children.
Yeah.
And monitoring their growth and all that type of thing, and being sure that they're healthy and so on. And then we have the state health department there, helps with that in that same facility. We also have a program where we provide medications. There's many people that they may go to the emergency room. They may use that as their primary physician. They may come out of there and they have medications that they need to buy, but they have no money for that. So they don't get their medications and they end up back in the emergency room. So we found out that if we can help them stay out of the emergency room, which is better for them, it is also a big asset to the community because it saves the county a lot of money because they're having to foot those bills for the emergency room.
Right.
So we're able, over the years, we've been able to provide huge value for people that need special medications at no cost to them. We supervise the use of those, but we are able to get those donated at no cost to the taxpayer.
Very good. Well, I really didn't want to take up too much of y'all's time. I appreciate this so much. I think I have a better understanding, and maybe my viewers will appreciate about Faith Mission and what they do. I think I have one more question to end it on the lighter side. Susan
Yes.
manages Higgins Branch South.
Yes.
And north.
I take north too.
Oh, north. Okay.
I've been doing it 20
So
years. I've been with the mission 20 years.
I cannot imagine some of the things you've seen in those stores.
Oh my
So
goodness.
what's the craziest funny thing that happened at the store?
The
Something
crazy-
you would have never expected.
Oh gosh, it's like every day. Not so much crazy. I can't really pinpoint anything, but we get so many wonderful donations. We are so grateful and so blessed by our community.
Okay, there you go. What's the strangest thing that's ever came across that somebody donated and you're like, what are we gonna do
I
with
don't think I
this?
can say it on the air.
Oh my goodness. Well, we can only imagine.
Yes, thank you.
So what's something unusual that is rated PG that you've
Rated
seen,
PG?
like you would have not expected to be a donation?
Oh,
Well, this facility is full of them.
yes. We have
Everything you see out in the front foyer where you walked in.
Really?
You
Yes.
take some pictures out there, you're going to see some things
Some
that are
vintage.
absolutely amazing.
Okay. Well, thank y'all so much. I'm going to keep the camera rolling now that you've mentioned it and it's become a part of this, and kind of pan around and
tour.
show. So pretty much everything within these walls is something somebody donated.
Everything in here has
Yes.
been donated.
Everything. In fact, when he started to put this restaurant together, my job was to collect for him what he wanted to put in here on the walls, in the gift shop, and everything in here has been
We're
donated.
sitting at a very nice table
It's been donated.
and some
Yeah.
nice chairs.
Donated.
You know,
Chairs
people
are-
are really generous. You know, that
Yeah.
this is something of value that somebody decided they didn't need anymore.
It's
And they
amazing.
could have sold this for a good bit of money, and instead they donated it for a good cause.
There's a lot of
Yes.
that going on right now. A lot of things. And so we're very grateful.
Yeah. Okay, thank you all very much. I love it. I have never eaten at the cannery, and I'm going to make a point of it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
We probably could.
All right, let's see what we got here. I see a portrait of Abraham Lincoln. Looky there.
Thank you, sir.
Somebody, yes, ma'am. Thank y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your day. God bless you for what you do. So everything is donated. And
Candy, is that your hat?
No, that's what it is.
Oh, Wendy's, okay. Thank you. All right, Candy, you did it. You did it. You did it. All right, I'm hitting the board.
this is the main dining hall of the cannery. We have a nice piano, donated. We have stereo equipment. Bibles, lots of Bibles for Bible study, I'm sure. We have a speaker's podium and a workstation, computer, 3 microphones. We even got 2 gavels in case you need to really do some major league gaveling. We got the American flag. Kitchen, Faith Mission. And we got the Bluebell ice cream currently closed.
Yeah, the fish, but the corn pots. Yeah. No fish. Yeah, you can put fish.
How you doing?
Great, you?
My camera's doing things I didn't want it to do, but it's okay. I think you get the idea. It's a very nice place right here. And let's go see what's in this room. Is this another dining room, JD, or? Oh yeah, it's another dining room. They could seat a lot of people in here. Look at there. Oh, this is the sports themed memorabilia room at Houston Oilers, signed by some players. Yeah, University of Texas. There's Emmett Smith. There's Emmett. There's Earl Campbell. Tyler Rose. Oh, I love to watch Earl Campbell play. Nolan Ryan, after his 7th no-hitter, still the record. Oh, look at all this cool stuff. And some of the works of Norman Rockwell. And there's Nolan Ryan. And Mark McGuire. Very cool. I love to play golf. It's so relaxing. And the club's broken. There's some old golf clubs. Mustang Alley, it says. And back here, there's a giant TV. There's the door. I think this door is locked. I don't think this is the door you use. Oh, it's an exit. That'll work. About time to exit. Well, that'll do. That's 20 minutes worth of video right there, but I think it's pretty good. Hope you enjoyed it. May your blessings be many and your troubles be few.